Hey everyone, this is Colin at Target Sports, your pro shop for shooters and hunters. Today we're going to talk about firearm safety and handling at home, at the range, and in the gun shop. So firearm safety handling is extremely important, and as firearms owners, it's something that we all need to really practice all the time. It's our responsibility. So the first thing to think about is that we're going to treat every single gun all the time as if it's loaded. By doing so, I'm going to create positive mental habits and then muscle memory. I'm not going to be, thinking that something is empty and safe when it's potentially not. I just get in the habit of always treating firearms the same way, and that would be as if they are loaded. So just getting that out of the way, that's going to key me into thinking about muzzle control. I'm never going to point the muzzle at anything I don't want to put a hole in. The next thing I have to think about is going to be keeping my finger off the trigger until I'm physically on target, ready to fire. When I'm at the gun club or the range and I'm shooting, I need to think about what is my target and what is beyond that target, and am I using the appropriate ammo for that particular task. We're never going to leave firearms available for other people, right? So when we're done using our firearms, we're done carrying our firearms, we're going to clean them and put them away. And by putting them away, we're going to keep them secure away from unauthorized users. So these are our basic firearm safety and handling techniques that we always need to be practicing. Looking around us, having a great situational awareness is extremely important. We change where we are constantly, and things that are around us are constantly changing. So by developing a good situational awareness, that will help me do these other techniques better. So keeping an eye on where I am, what I'm going, is going to help me keep that where is the safe direction for my muzzle in the forefront of my mind. It's also going to remind me that I treat every single gun as if they're loaded, so I'm never going to put my finger on the trigger until I'm physically ready to shoot. Depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing, it's going to determine what kind of ammunition I'm going to use in that gun. And then I'm going to be aware of what my targets are and what's beyond those targets if I actually need to engage a target or and I'm shooting at the range. So again, we should all be practicing these things. So in the gun shop, we like to see those things too. Nobody wants to have the muzzle pointed at them. We never like to see people touching the triggers because we're not physically at the range shooting, right? So keep your finger off the trigger unless you're dry fire practicing something, and in which case you should be putting the muzzle in a safe direction, which is away from me or any of my guys or yourself. So we treat every single gun as if it's loaded, right? This month alone, I've had 3 people come in with unloaded guns because they checked them at home or they checked them outside or whatnot. And it's a really dangerous scenario when somebody comes waltzing in with a gun in a bag, a gun on their hip, and they take that gun out and they're like, I want to sell this, or I need a holster for this, or something's wrong with my gun, and it's a loaded gun, right? That just doesn't make any sense. So this is my empty gun, bullets. There's a lot of bullets in there. And this is about a year's worth of empty gun bullets. So most of these bullets come out of guns, that people have that are very gun savvy. They've owned guns for many, many years. They may carry guns daily. And one of those things that, we're all good at doing are making mistakes. We're human. That's one of those things that we do real well. So slow down. Think about the fundamentals of safety. Using good situational awareness. Where am I? What's going on around me? I treat every single gun as if it's loaded, because in some cases they are. And by doing that, we're never going to point the gun inappropriately. I'm never going to touch the trigger until I'm physically ready to fire. I'm going to know what kind of ammo is in my gun, where am I shooting, and what's beyond that bullet. And when I'm not using my gun, I'm going to put it away, which again means secure away from unauthorized users. So again, I'm trying to keep myself safe, trying to keep everybody here safe, trying to keep you safe. So always know the status of that gun, and that status would be, in theory, it's always loaded. All right, this is Colin at Target Sports. Shoot straight.